if they're controlled correctly, because Phoenixes can actually outrange and speed or outmove, whatever you want to say, for the Mutas. Mutas move at 3.75 and Phoenix at 4.25. So the fact that they outrange and can outmove, the Phoenixes could always be outside of range of the Mutas while doing damage. So there we go. They actually cross paths without attacking. Zerglings are here. And doesn't seem that any Zerglings are spotting at this Lung Watchtower. But here we go. These Mutas are going to take out this pylon. These Phoenixes are over here. There are a couple Stalkers. And SwarM is just going to pull back after supply blocking Whiplash. We can see that Whiplash has actually got lower food count than SwarM, which is fairly good. The Hydras are out. Creep is being spread. So pretty solid gameplay from both players is definitely being seen. A lot of cannons are out. It does seem that he's trying to match the cannon count appropriately to the amount of Mutas that are there. And he is having to clump pylons down here just to make sure that they don't get picked off by the Mutas as they run around. Here we go. It does seem that Whiplash is going to try and maybe attack SwarM from this angle. SwarM might actually be preparing to expand. Yeah, there it is. He's going to try and get another expansion using this drone. These rocks are down. And where are the Mutalisks at this? There, here are the Mutas. They do have a an overseer with them. Roaches are moving out. So solid Roach Hydra force with some Mutalisks as well. But here we go. These Stalkers and everything start dealing. Oh, here's the third expansion for Whiplash. A very interesting choice. Seems like he really wants to start putting a lot of pressure onto SwarM, and he's expanding towards his attacking path, which is a very solid move. He should probably build a pylon so he can just warp in reinforcements straight away. The drone hasn't popped down the expansion yet, but it's going to lift it off and killed. So now this expansion is going to go under attack. Roaches and Hydras, except maybe just Roaches, are going to come here to try and pressure in. But these drones are going to fall. Here we go. Strong attack force here. The Stalkers don't have blinks, so they can't move out of the way and let the Zealots encroach in. But here are the Mutas, and this is actually a little bit of a bad positioning for Whiplash. He is turning around, and now he's... Oh, really go. There we go. He just completely turned that around, using the force field to hit the Mutas, or to prevent the Roaches from coming in, and being able to make him hit the Mutas without having any worry about the ground forces. So it does seem he's going to retreat. He did cancel the Nexus that he was going to put down here, but it looks like he's going to replant it down in a second once his creep proceeds. Just see, he does have a lot of money for it. He's got almost 2,000 minerals. Now he does have 2,000 minerals. No third expo up here, and SwarM is now probably going to be able to push down here. And there we go. The Nexus is now getting placed in. Here's the proxy pylon that's going to be used. A lot of Stalkers in the forces here. He's not getting Blink, I don't think. He's going to go try and get some Colossi out, but he's got 2 Stargates. He's getting a second Robo. He does have +1 attack and +1 ground weapons. So we're going to see that really good upgrades coming from SwarM with the 2 Carapace and the one range attack. He's getting melee attack as well and missile attack. So interesting choices for the upgrades. It does seem that he might actually be trying to transition to Ultralisk eventually, because he has no main ranged melee attackers at the moment. It seems to always be Roach Hydra. Another Expo going down for SwarM. So we actually have a really cool game going on right now. We've got 2 Nexuses are actually being made, so a double expansion coming here from Whiplash. He does have a couple cannons here just to defend. He's pushing out here. That Overlord is actually going to fall. And now SwarM's almost at max food. He is using Evolution Chambers to help himself wall off over here, but they can be picked off just from the high ground. Spine Crawlers are being morphed in. These Hydras are here. Mutas are there, and there we go. This is the attack. Queen's getting sniped. We got Evolution Chamber going down. I don't think it was canceled. There we go. Cancel Evolution Chamber over there. Cancel Spine Crawler over there. And now, this is a bad position for SwarM. This attacking position definitely favors Whiplash. Just because, oh god, the drones are just going to fall. Really good harassment from the Phoenixes. You can see that they're getting taken out. Here we do have Roach Hydra moving out. These Mutas do see this Expo. And oh god, look at all these Stalkers warping in. It's going to make it really difficult to break. The pylon actually might have been able to be picked off by SwarM using the Mutalisks. But this is going to be really bad. And now, ooh, we got some base trading going on. But Whiplash needs to move his army up. He's got himself blocked off. There we go. Now he's going to move in for the attack. We do have the Roach Hydra army taking out this Expo. But this Expo is going to be taken out by this mainly Stalker force. But he's really got to move up his army instead of having himself funneled in the back here doing nothing with half of his army. But here we go. Roach Hydras are going to move, and they... Oh, smart move, taking out the Destructible Rocks, giving themselves a little more mobility, because Hydras do not move very quickly off of creep. But here we go, this always going to get taken out. The really even food counts, too. It does seem that's about mid-170s for both players. Colossi are coming out, and Zerg ground carapace level 3 is being researched. So really, really good upgrades from SwarM. It does seem that the Stalkers and ground units of Whiplash are not upgrading further. In fact, there's no Twilight Council at all out at the moment. He's just going straight for the Colossi. There's a distinct lack of Zerglings for SwarM, interestingly enough. Like, there's no little harassments going on with the Zerglings. It might be because of the fact that these cannons are going to defend it well enough. But SwarM is in an interesting position. He does have this base that has completed. He doesn't set the rally points for it yet, but he does have some drones in there. Oh, engagement here. But burrowed roaches. Ooh, actually trapping in some of the stalkers there. I don't think there are any observers over here. So really, these is there an observer? It does seem that he's not attacking any of the burrow guys, and now the Hydras burrow too. But here we go. Roaches are coming out, popping out, and attacking. But there are a lot of stalkers over there. So interesting burrow macro coming. Tunneling Claws has completed, so there is a lot of healing happening for those roaches. So the food count for a second. They're actually about even at 160 now. Whiplash is, oh wow, he's really expanding towards SwarM. SwarM's expanding away, so instead of splitting the map down like the left and right, it's been getting split on diagonal from top left to bottom right. So Whiplash is really planning on putting a lot of pressure, making sure that SwarM has to keep his army over here in his base instead of ooh, Ultra's Cavern is up. So Whiplash is trying to keep SwarM inside of his base while expanding towards him, and SwarM's just trying to continue taking expansions, continuing macroing up. He is using that Zerg to scout, but we have a lot of broodlords coming in. This is really, really interesting. There are a lot of stalkers in this army, but they don't have blink. So these broodlords could do a ton of damage. He's morphing 9 broodlords. That means the majority of his army is actually made up of broodlords. But here we go. They've finished, and let's see how he uses them. He is now using some Zerglings just to scout around. He's actually able to take out this probe before it expands again. But this Expo is up. And here we go. The Broodlord's going to start pushing in. The Colossi are out. There are a lot of stalkers here. But let's see. All these Broodlords are going to mess up their pathing, especially now that they're going to here. Whiplash could move up onto the high ground to hit the Broodlords. It does seem like that's what he might be doing. He's trying to push out into a better position. But here we go. They're going to come in. These Phoenixes are going to start attacking these Broodlords really fast. These Hydras are going to have to put a lot of defense, make sure that the Phoenixes are going down. These Broodlords are doing a lot of damage. Let's just see what's going on right now. It does seem that SwarM is getting a distinct advantage with these Broodlords. He's now had almost 45 food. And let's just see. There's a lot of stuff going on. My computer is not really handling it very well. We can see that these Broodlords are really pushing in. These Hydras are starting to make their way up. But really, these Phoenixes have got to go down. They're doing a ton of damage to these Broodlords. The Hydras are here. The force field did not block the ramp. So really, at the moment, these roaches are going to creep in. And they're going to destroy these Colossi. This is a really good position for SwarM. He's pushing in, doing a lot of damage with his Broodlords. And he's going to actually be able to take out this expansion, it would seem. Dark Templar. Oh, that's bad for SwarM. The Dark Templar are here, and he has no detection. There's no Overseers here. These Hydras get two-shotted by Dark Templar. And you can see that they're going to go in and start taking it out. And this is definitely going to alert SwarM to the fact that, here we go, he does have an Overseer here now. And now he's going to be able to push in. He's done a lot of damage. He's now over double the food of Whiplash. So Whiplash is in a tight spot. He only has one mining base. As you can see, he's completely mined out over here and completely mined out over here. Okay, so here we go. We're pushing in from SwarM. These Broodlords are going to do so much damage. The cannons and all these units are going to start attacking the Broodlings instead of the Hydras and the Broodlords that are doing all of the DPS. You can see that if this base gets taken out, it's going to basically be GG for Whiplash. There is a Phoenix behind here, but this Hydra is going to be able to take out the Phoenix fairly easily. And the Broodlord's going to continue. Oh, look at that! Really cool. He's going to corrupt the... and there's GG from Whiplash. Really great games from SwarM. Really solid games. I appreciate you guys for watching. This was VT versus TQ. Links for both teams will be below. Thank you guys for watching. There will be more games that I have to cast soon, so thank you so much for observing.